What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We are back on ESPN for these next couple of races, and we are back at the Riverside Raceway here in Riverside, California. For why is it so low? Oh, my headset wasn't plugged in all the way. That's why. All right. Yeah, we're back at Riverside Raceway for the second straight year. Rusty Wallace, the pole sitter, not really a surprise there. He won the last ever NASCAR Cup Series race held at Riverside Raceway. How fitting that in his final full-time season here in the MG Cup Series, he qualifies on pole at the track he got his last NASCAR Cup win at. Be nice to see if he can take it home here today, but we're about to find out here. Rusty Wallace on pole with Elliott Sattler starting next to him. A row behind them, Mark Martin and Tony Stewart, who surprisingly, with his ribs taped up and he was actually, they were trying to get him not to race this race, but he insisted, so he's here. After that terrible crash last week at Texas, we know he likes the road courses, so I shouldn't really be surprised that he insisted on racing this race. He's starting in fourth here today. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson rounds out the top 5 with the 21 of Ricky Rudd to his right side. Heading down this long straightaway here where you can reach speeds upwards of nearly 200 miles an hour, about 180. Coming through this little kink. And now into the final corner, the most difficult corner on the entire racetrack to be fast through. Little banked section of the track. It's a right-hand turn and not a left-hand one. That's what may confuse these drivers a little bit. And it looks like you can carry more speed through here than you can. It gets really tight on exit, but the pace car is in. Rusty Wallace will lead us to the green flag, and this race is about to begin. There it is, green flag in the air. We're racing at Riverside. This is our second road course race of the season. After racing at Homestead's road course earlier this season, the checker flag was taken by Chris Mack, and already Rusty Wallace falling back here. These drivers not leaving him too much space. And he had to check up big time. He's going to squeeze in line here behind the 21 of Ricky Rudd, but he lost a lot of ground as we head up through this little uphill section, or corner I should say. There's last year's winner at this racetrack, Chris Mack in the 86, right there, side by side with Jeff Gordon. Gonna drive it in deep here. Gordon tries to outbrake him. Mack lets off the brakes just a little bit, trying to get it in there. Sideways on exit. Gordon runs out of room. He has to let off, and that's gonna let the 86 get by. Chris Mack knows this racetrack very well for a sophomore driver. Surprised that a rookie was able to take the checker flag here. That just shows how well he knows road course racing. And now to the outside. Sliding through the corner, just inches away from the wall. Knows his boundaries, knows how deep he can drive it in. And completing lap 1, Elliott Sattler is going to lead the first lap. Tony Stewart up to second, taped ribs and all. Bruised ribs, I should say, and all. He is still charging his way up to the front. Second place, and quickly running down the 38 of Sattler here for the lead as we head through this uphill section once again. This little right-hander, these drivers trying to maneuver their way through it. Looking at the 86 of Chris Mack for Papyrus Racing. They always prepare strong cars for him here on the road courses. And you can see why. Dives down to the bottom next to Kurt Busch. Car wiggling a little bit. Keeps it straight. The 97 of Kurt. Gonna give him the spot here. The draft is a really big part on this long straightaway. As you see Ryan Newman in the draft. He's pulling up on the 97 here. Kurt Busch trying to stay ahead. Chris Mack trying to gain some ground here. He's going to take a very wide line. He's going to cut low on exit. What a corner for Chris Mack. He knows his track so well. It seems like every lap he seems to go faster and faster around here as he climbs his way up into the top 10. And he's in 9th place now, looking for 8th on Jimmy Johnson. He's going to get by him. He's going through the dirt a little bit, but he takes the spot away from Jimmy. Hard braking zone here. And he's going to make it work. But Tony Stewart in 2nd place. Elliott Sadler out in front. Sadler starting to open up a lead here. Pretty big lead, I should say. Chris Mack steady passing cars. As he gets by another one, that's the 88 of Dale Jarrett. That'll move him up into 7th. Let's go on board with the 86 machine. Heading down this long back straightaway, now through the kink and into the final corner. As we head through here. Down the front stretch, here he comes, side by side with Kevin Harvick. This will move him up into 6th place. As he gets by the 29 sideways through turn 1 there. Had to let off and relinquish the spot. Gonna try it again here. Gets a great corner there. He's gonna go through the dirt once again, just a little bit. And he's still going through the dirt. You got a really good corner there. Gonna try to get underneath the 2 of Rusty Wallace. Rusty driving it in deep. Chris Mack drives it in deeper, gets his nose in there, side by side through this right-hander. Now down the back straightaway once again. Chris Mack needs to get in the draft to clear the 2 of Rusty Wallace. He does clear Rusty. Now he's in the draft to Ricky Rudd. Let's watch his speed here. Through the kink, 190 miles per hour before hitting the brakes into this hard braking zone here. And getting through this corner, driving it a little bit too deep in there. Gonna have to back it down a little bit, but he's up into the top 5 with that move. Chris Mack on the move here, sliding it a little bit wide through turn 1, trying to make up as much ground as he possibly can. He's gonna try to pass Ricky Rudd on the outside. It's not gonna work. He's spinning, around he goes. And cars sliding off the racetrack. The track covered in smoke. The caution is out, as it looked like he would slide back into oncoming traffic and collect other cars. And they immediately threw the yellow, but it looks like he's fine. He's going to keep it going here. Can't see him from that angle. There he is. He's up on that little embankment. A tough break for him there. He was having such a great run, charging through the field, and unfortunately falls back. Tony Stewart was starting to catch Elliott Sadler a little bit. He's in draft range now. He can try to run him down. He's trying to catch that 38. He's not going to get there. He's going to have to drive it in deep. But there's no point in pushing too hard. He does get in there pretty deep, catching the 38 of Sadler. Sadler is just going to be able to hang on to it, as Tony Stewart ran him down quickly there. It's clear to me who has the fastest car, well, aside from Chris Mack, who has the fastest car on the track here today. That's Tony Stewart. But Chris Mack may have just choked it away. He's stuck in the back, and we usually have some shenanigans under caution, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Whoops. Too far. Come back. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We're green once again. Elliott Sadler, your race leader, but Tony Stewart, the 2nd fastest lap time on the track right now, looking for the lead. Chris Mack spun himself trying to get to the front, so he fell way back, and side by side they're checking up back here. And they're stacking them up. Cars all over each other. Somehow they're making it through. Chris Mack gonna take a detour here. Just completely cut the corner. I think he was trying to avoid running people over. Now where's he gonna go? He's gonna try to follow the 43 through here. No, he's gonna take it 3 wide through the middle. What a gutsy move there. Kyle Petty runs out of road, goes through the dirt a little bit. He's gonna keep it straight. Chris Mack, though, trying to charge his way back up through the pack. Meanwhile, out in front, Tony Stewart looking underneath the 38 of Elliott Sadler. Side by side out of the final corner. Caution is out. And at the line, Sadler barely edging out the 20 of Stewart. Trying to figure out what brought out the yellow. There's no clear cause. Oh, and they're wrecking under caution. The 20 run of Ricky Rudd, they're stacking up back there. Look at them running over each other. Bobby Labonte is destroyed. Chris Mack goes off through the dirt to avoid it. Jason Leffler ran into Matt Kenseth. You see Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, they're all stacking them up. Jeremy Mayfield's car is destroyed as well. This is what I meant by shenanigans under caution. We're gonna have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. What in the world? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Tony Stewart got a great restart, looking low on Elliott Sadler. We've got a couple cars leaving pit road as well, rejoining the track right in front of your race leaders. And now Sadler trying to hold off Stewart. They're gonna file back into line here. Heading into the braking zone once again, going uphill. Elliott Sadler, he's going to have to deal with that 91 of Bill Elliott. Where's Bill going to go? Awesome Bill going to try to leave a lane open? No. Sadler didn't get there in time. Elliott just going to go through the corner normally here. Oh, he kind of parked it on exit there. Sadler is right there. Where's Elliott going to go? He's going to have to pull out a line here. Stewart going to stay in the draft with the 91. Going to try to follow him through. But Sadler getting no draft. This is going to help Stewart big time. Look at the run Tony got. But they're going to be side by side through this little kink. Excuse me. Elliott backed out. Here comes the 20 of Stewart. Tony Stewart driving it in deep once again. Going to try to get underneath that 38 car. The same move he pulled on the race back to the caution. Here they come now. They're side. Oh, not side by side. You have to deal with a road course expert in the 36 of Boris Said. We know he doesn't want to lose a lap here. Oh, my bad, accidentally paused it. Is the caution out? I don't think it is. No, lights are not. Lights are out on the pace car, so the caution is not out. They were just going really slowly through there. But now heading down the backstretch, Sadler using the draft of Boris Said, gonna try to pull high or pull to the right side and get by him here. But now he's got no help. He just pulled out of the drafting line. Here comes Tony Stewart to take advantage of it. Side by side for the lead here from Riverside. Where's Sadler gonna go? He's gonna get held up by Boris Said. Stewart on the high side, gonna try to carry his momentum. Said slides high. Boris gonna now move to the right side of the racetrack, gives Stewart the left. Sadler gonna send it in there. They're 3 wide through turn 1. Sadler backs out of it. Here comes Boris Said staying in front of the 20. Elliott Sadler pulling up beside him as well. They're side by side. Tony Stewart just clears him. Tony Stewart, new race leader, injured ribs. He doesn't care. After taking a brutal hit last week at Texas that sent him upside down, got T-boned right in the passenger side of the car. Was sent to the hospital. He got taped up. Was lucky to not have a more severe injury. And came down here to Riverside last minute. Was able to race. And now it looks like he's going to try to go for the win. Elliott Sadler right behind them, trying to stay in the draft and run him down, but Tony Stewart's car just way too fast. Now, Sadler got his first win that same race at Texas, so he wrecked across the line with the 86 of Chris Mack. Look at the 21, Ricky Rudd trying to get by Boris Said here. They're side by side through turn 1. Here comes Carl Edwards, going to follow that 36. Or will he? Yeah, he will. Side by side there. Unfortunately, though, it's that time. We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We are under caution here. Trying to figure out why we're under caution. I believe it involves the 86 of Chris Mack, but not tell. I don't see him on track. Oh. No, it wasn't that, was it? Yeah, caution was already... Oh my goodness me. The 61. What's his name? Jeff Fuller. And then, oh man, upside down. That 61 car. He got hammered right in the door. Rolled over a couple of times. Bobby Hamilton Jr. had nowhere to go. Fuller keeps it rolling somehow. Luckily the 32 didn't clobber him too hard. Made an attempt to slow down, but just had nowhere to go. Wow, strange wreck here from Riverside. The 61 of Jeff Fuller got sent around. Looked like he tried to throw a block on the 86 and just got himself spun. Chris Mack, something happened to him under caution here. He got in there a little too hot, and the car just wouldn't turn, and he just, out of frustration, just pulled it off track and climbed out. So tough break for him. A bad day gone worse for Chris Mack there. We're gonna take another break. We'll be back for the drop of the green flag. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Tony Stewart leading the race with 11 laps to go, and couple of damaged race cars. We're just going to go ahead and drop to the green. Or jump to the green. There we go. Green flag back in the air. Ricky Rudd looking for second. Elliott Sadler and Tony Stewart having a little bit of damage because they ran over each other under caution. These cautions get a little glitchy. Look at Bill Elliott running off track back there. These guys have nowhere to go. Casey Kane stuck behind his teammate, and a destroyed 0-1 of Joe Nemechek. Nemechek somehow in the top 10. Fighting for a top 10 spot at least. Jeff Gordon somehow in the top 10 as well. Kane gonna finally pull out of line here and try to make that move. Down this long straightaway. Looks like a runway almost. It's oh, car stopped on the racetrack. Kurt Busch. And that's gonna bring out another caution. Tony Stewart wins the race back to the yellow flag, and Kurt Busch with an issue there, trying to get back to pit road. Couldn't quite make it. Came so close, but ultimately came to a stop on the racetrack. Luckily was not hit by anybody. That's going to bring out another yellow. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Riverside. Tony Stewart, your leader, dominating today's race. Ran down the 38 of Elliott Sadler. Started fourth. Got up to second on the first lap. Ran down Sadler. Took the lead from him. Just an all-around great performance here from Tony Stewart. With taped up ribs like he's a wrestler. I mean, just wow. Bruised ribs and all, that didn't slow him down. He was still coming here to win. I think that might have motivated him a little bit. Look at this. A bit of a slowdown up the hill. Lots of drivers in one little spot. Everybody had to check up there. And now down the long back straightaway that almost looks like a runway. Elliott Sadler with front end damage possibly slowing them down here, is allowing Carl Edwards to catch up. And now here comes the 99 of Edwards. Got his first career win earlier this season at Kentucky. He's looking at taking that second spot away from Elliott Sadler, who got his first career win last week at Texas. Ricky Rudd, the inaugural Brickyard 400 winner, receiving some pressure from three-time winner Ryan Newman. Lots of winners up front in the top 5 here. Casey Mears won, I believe, 3 times last season. Those were his first career win, no, he won 2 times last season. A former Pepsi 400 winner as well. And now Kevin Harvick, another driver looking for his first win. Moves past the 12 of Ryan Newman, 6 of Mark Martin, another Roush driver that won earlier this season at Las Vegas. Has rear end damage, but he's still charging along here in the top 10. Rusty Wallace fell all the way back to 10th. Thinks he's going to have a good top 10 run. Tony Stewart driving away from the field, though. Unfortunately, we have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Tony Stewart way out ahead. And the battle for second continues. Sadler somehow holding off the 99 of Carl Edwards. Edwards had to check up a little bit there. He's going to fall back, but he's going to try to run him back down here. He's clearly faster on the straightaways. That damage hurting the 38 on the long straights, but through the corners, Sadler seems to be holding him off pretty fine here. Do this little right-hander. Edwards not exactly close enough to try to utilize the draft and slingshot past him and clear him on this straightaway, but he's going to try to get there so he can at least attempt to make a move in the final corner. But Sadler just good at holding him off in the turns. It's going to make that very difficult for him. Here comes Edwards with the run. Going to peak low. Couldn't quite get there. Got a great run through the final corner. Where is he going to go this time? Can he pull to the inside here? No, he's going to stay in line because it usually doesn't work on the inside in turn 1 for these guys. We have 3 laps to go, by the way. Doesn't work for them on the inside line, so he's gonna stay in line and possibly just wait. Goes through the S's. Doesn't leave too much of a gap between the 2 cars. Now coming up through this slower uphill right-hander. He's trying to stay as close as he possibly can. He knows his advantage is on this long straightaway, the drag strip, the air, or I should say runway, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he left him too big of a gap there. Sadler increased the gap just a little bit. That might have been enough. Edwards in the draft. Let's go on board here. Oh, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. Couldn't quite get there, but he looked for it. Coming around to 2 laps to go this time by. It'll be tough for these guys to try and, or for Edwards to try and make that move. He's gonna have to try and go for it somewhere else on the track. Maybe make the 38 back out of it right here. That's what it looks like he's planning on. Gets to the inside. They're side by side. Oh, and he checked up. No. But Sattler did as well. Here comes Carl Edwards. Can he clear him? He does. He gets by the 38 of Elliott Sattler and moves up into second place. Now, Carl Edwards definitely not the fastest car on track here today, but strategy and smart driving has helped him keep his car up front, and now he's up in the second place. The 21 of Ricky Rudd now going to look for third on Elliott Sattler. That damage on Sattler's car not helping him much at all. Tony Stewart, I don't think that damage is helping him either, but he's got such a huge lead at this point. Was helped by the battling between the 99 and the 38. That just allowed him to drive away from those two. Plus, he's just so good at these road courses. Like, I don't think he made much of a difference, man. White flag in the air. One more time around for Tony Stewart. What a story for Stewart. Getting hurt last week at Texas with bruised ribs. Decided to endure the pain. Come back here today and race at Riverside. Didn't care. Will be out of action for a couple of weeks after this. JJ Yaley will be racing for his points. But here today, he just wanted to win. Behind them, they're 10 seconds back. A little bit of a, well, they did have a battle going, but not anymore. Now down this long straightaway here, Tony Stewart, for the final time, down the runway. It's gonna come through this little kink behind them. Ricky Rudd, not exactly close enough to Elliott Sattler to do anything, but Tony Stewart, for the final time, through the final right-hander, Tony Stewart is going to come out of the final turn and win from Riverside Raceway. Checker flag waves for Tony Stewart. And now let's wait 10 seconds. Out of the final turn, here comes Cousin Carl to take second. Carl Edwards will take second place. Elliott Sattler third. Ricky Rudd fourth. And rounding out the top 5 is Mark Martin. What a race here from Riverside. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.